how to embrace the suck in your training. I was inspired to make this video because I've been scrolling and surfing, not figuratively, although literally. The suck is a diplomatic saying for things that you don't want to do but you still do it because you want the result. Suck is when you have to go through challenges or maybe you have to increase the weight or you have to do more work under a certain amount of time, because that's the point of CrossFit. You have to do these things in order to progress yourself, because without stress, you won't see any progress. So how do you embrace the suck? I'm going to break it down into different ways of thinking, and maybe it will get you to open your mind a little bit. I wrote a little blog on this topic. You can click below for that full article. There's certain people that don't know the difference between pain and soreness, okay? So you have to kind of learn or know the difference between the two. Otherwise, you're going to think you're in pain all the time when you're not. You're just actually sore. There's different ways you can think about it. First way is asking yourself, why? Why do you feel what you feel? And you have to determine, is that pain or discomfort? We're going to presume with the fact that it's discomfort. We're not going to go into the topic of pain. But presuming that you understand that it's discomfort, aka soreness, why do you have to go through it? Number one, because you have a goal, right? You have a goal in mind. You're going to have to go through some struggle to get to that goal. That's the first thing. Why are you also feeling this discomfort? Maybe it's mental, your mental stability, maybe you're not stable mentally. You have some emotional boundaries, you have to work on your emotional intelligence, learning how to push when you don't want to push. This is also called discipline, right? Doing things that you don't want to do, but you still have to do it because it needs to get done. Okay, that's discipline, and that's something you can learn over time. Okay, so you have that mental aspect. Okay, why else are you doing this? Why? Because you have to train your legs in order to actually see results, right? So once you acknowledge the why you feel the pain, the discomfort, you can actually proceed to making it happen. Okay, number two, second thing you can ask yourself is how? How does it feel? What do you feel? In other words, what does it feel? How do you feel when you feel this discomfort, or to some people, pain? Some people would describe it as shooting pain. If that's how you would describe your discomfort or the pain, we're going to backtrack, and maybe you need to reassess what this discomfort really is and what you really did to have this feeling. Because if you feel shooting or numbness or tingling or dull, that can be categorized as pain. Identify, how are you feeling this pain? Sometimes the how of the pain can be felt mentally, but it's not actually physically there, because sometimes your brain will tell you this is hard when it's really not that hard. I'll give you an example. You do 10 squats and it feels like 100. It's not 100 squats, but mentally it feels like 100. That's an example of how you need to change and shift your mindset to address this discomfort when it's really only 10 squats, not 100. Okay, and the third component that you can ask yourself is asking yourself, where do you feel this pain? This kind of ties into the other two that I already mentioned. Where are you feeling the pain? I'm going to specifically tie into self-sabotage, because unfortunately there's just a lot of people that self-sabotage their progress. They think that, maybe this is you, that you're watching this, you think that, oh, it's only 5 pounds, it's not that much, or, oh, it's only, a 23 or 12-inch reduction in my waist, when that's actually a lot of progress. 5 pounds of weight loss is a lot of progress. Acknowledge the fact that you make the effort and that you were able to get yourself to where you want to go. But acknowledge where are you feeling this? Is it maybe you're feeling this discomfort in the gym? You don't like to work out in front of other people. Maybe you feel this discomfort alone. You don't like to work out alone. These are questions to ask, where, how, why. And once you acknowledge these, it will allow you to embrace the suck a little more, because you're getting deeper to your why. And when you have this strong why, this strong core, you will never question, you will never doubt yourself or really prevent yourself from progressing forward. You typically know when you're in pain, meaning you're feeling like you pulled something or you tore something or something is not right, you kind of subconsciously know this. Whether you even know it that you know it or not, you know it. You would be surprised how many people don't know the difference between pain and soreness. When I used to train clients, people would come to me and tell me, I'm in so much pain, yet they could still run and walk and squat just fine. It's just we wouldn't push it that day, because when you're sore, delayed onset muscle soreness, you are, at least it's not smart to push it as much as the day that caused the soreness. Because what happens is when you're sore as a result, the result of intense training, if you're not adapted, is soreness. And soreness is basically tissue damage, essentially. So if you're going to push yourself on top of that tissue damage, that is a recipe for not so good things. So you don't want to do that. You want to kind of back off when you are sore, that's for one. But definitely back off if you're in pain. If you feel fine, then it's safe to kind of continue and add more load and or do more workouts. So that is the video on embracing the suck, knowing how to decipher between pain and discomfort, knowing how to kind of shift your mindset and shift your focus so that you are continuing to make progress and you're not second guessing and self-sabotaging yourself, because again, it's very self-limiting. To read more, you can click below. I wrote about it. For any questions, feel free to email me or check me out on my Instagrammer and or Substacker and or wherever else I am to get in contact with me. If you're interested in the custom program or any questions that you have or video topics, I welcome them. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.